Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren, and this channel is all about my homeschooling and motherhood journey. And y'all, I'm going through a little bit of a homeschool crisis. Not really a crisis, that sounds really dramatic. Switching gears in a major way, I think. It is April 2022, and it's that time of year for homeschool moms when we start thinking about next year. We start thinking about fall. And I thought that I was on one track. I thought that, I had in mind exactly what we were going to do, how we were going to do it. I started looking at curriculum. I started thinking about just the way, the flow and everything, how I wanted fall to be in my vision for fall. And on a whim, I found out about this book. Let me actually show you guys. It's this book. I'm showing you on my phone because this is how I've been reading it. I've been reading it on my phone, PDF version of it. Anyway, I found out about this book through another Facebook group that I'm a part of. And I was just kind of like, oh, I'll check it out, read a couple pages, see what this is about. Because, of course, if you're in this homeschooling world, even not in the homeschooling world, you've kind of heard about unschooling. I heard about unschooling, and my picture of unschooling was not the greatest thing. My picture of unschooling and what it actually is totally different. Anyway, so I found out about this book. I read the first 10 to 15 pages and I'm genuinely shook. It has challenged almost everything that I've thought that I knew about education, about learning, about schooling, about all of these things. One of the questions that is asked in the book, a simple way to put it that's asked in the beginning of the book is, you don't really know, you don't really look back at your education until you have children. And when you have children, they ask you things in a way that make you reflect on your own education and make you say was I really that well educated? I like to think that I was. I performed pretty well in school, my entire schooling, career. Went to college, graduated with my bachelor's in 4 years. And, I thought, I'm a well-educated gal. But when I look back at it, I ask myself the question, was I well-educated, or was I just really good at playing the game of school? And that question right there is the one that had me like, oh my gosh, shook. Okay, shook. So I can go on and on about this book that I'm reading. Again, it's called Unschooled by Carrie McDonald. This is what the book looks like. And there's lots of unschooling books out there, but this is the one that I'm currently reading. Anyway, task at hand. So I thought that I knew where I wanted our homeschool to go. I thought that I was on a certain train, certain track, whatever. Reading this book has completely just mind blown. And it's had me say that I want to completely revamp everything that we're doing, because as much as I've tried not to, a lot of the things that we do in our homeschool is pretty similar to what you would see in traditional school. And for some kids that works out fine. That's perfectly fine. There are some homeschools out there that are pretty similar to what you would find in traditional school. It's just, at home, more one-on-one time, that kind of thing. The purpose of unschooling is child-led learning. Literally, that's it. Child-led learning. So you're allowing your child to explore and learn and have these experiences that they are actually interested in a way that facilitates learning, that they will actually grasp and keep, and learning that will stick with them. And unschooling creates lifelong learners, which I think is something that not a lot of people are, including myself. When you play the game of school, traditional schooling, learning happens at school. So you start learning when you enroll in preschool or kindergarten, and you keep on learning through high school. Some of us continue on to go to college, and you keep on learning there. You might go to graduate school, keep learning there, and then you're done. Stops. Learning stops because you're not in school. Unschooling challenges that completely. It's all about creating lifelong learners and just learning about things that you're actually interested in, and not learning about things just because somebody somewhere said that this subject right here, this specific thing right here is important and you need to learn it. It's like I said, child-led learning. There's a lot that goes into unschooling, and I am just so intrigued by the freedom of it. I'm so intrigued by the aspect of just trusting your child to learn. You know, children are born with this yearning to learn. They want to learn. And schooling kind of diminishes that a little bit. You're really boxed in. And you're told, you know, what's important, what you need to learn. Don't ask too many questions. Just stay on the curriculum. We got a test to take at the end of the year. This is what we're doing. So their yearning to learn more kind of diminishes, because it's like, okay, well, this is not going to be on a test, so I really don't care about, you know, X, Y, or Z. So how will unschooling change our homeschool? I am still trying to learn everything that I can about unschooling, and I am leaning on the fact that I do trust that this is the way to go. I believe that this is the best thing for my kids. Obviously we haven't implemented it yet, so I don't know if things will change, you know, in the future. But as of now, I really truly believe that this is something that is going to be so great for our family. I am still a homeschool curriculum reviewer. So it's like, okay, how do these two things work? I think moving forward, as I continue to learn more about unschooling and how exactly to fit it with what we do, I think that we will do more of a hybrid thing, to where most of what we do is interest based, it's child-led, that sort of thing. Because I am a homeschool reviewer, we will have access to curriculum and homeschool resources and things like that. So my kids will still have access to that and still be using it periodically. But the majority of what we are going to do starting in the fall will be child-led, child-directed. And as much as my type A personality will be probably screaming on the inside, I am going to trust in this process, trust that my children know how to learn. I'm going to trust in their yearning for knowledge and that sort of thing. And we'll just go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video before it gets too loud for you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to just share my thoughts about everything right now about unschooling. I hope you've enjoyed this wild ride. And if you are already an unschooler, can you drop some tips, advice, whatever below as we embark on this unschooling journey? I would love to hear from you. I would love to get encouraged. I would love any tips, tricks, whatever you might have. Comment below. Help a sister out, please. But thank you for watching this video. Please do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. And I will see y'all later.